Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Remember to exchange energy with me. Press that subscribe button. Leave me a comment. Share the videos with me. So therefore, whenever you share videos with me, we can get these messages. We can get these messages out here because that's what we do. You guys, I am beyond excited. I am so beyond excited. I talked to my sister down in Tampa, Florida. She cannot wait for me to arrive in Florida. So she's going to come up here. I live in Denver, Colorado. I'm just going to let you guys know if some of you guys don't know already. I live here in the Mile High City of Denver, Colorado. I've been here all of my life. I'm finally going to take that leap of faith and just step out on faith and just enjoy myself. You know, I've been kind of trapped here for a while. I've been wanting to get out of here since the death of my husband in 2015. I wrote a book. I'm getting my book out there. It's taken me a little bit longer than it should, but there's a lot of authors that have written books and it took them quite some time to get their book out. So hopefully we can get my book out, get my book on shelves, and reach out to the hurting people of the world, because people need to hear that they're not alone. Um, they're not alone. You know, if you're one of the people that have been abused in your life, or you've been mistreated, that's the same thing, abused, mistreated. Just know that um, things are going to change. Things are going to change for you. But you have to be the first one to step out on faith. Just remember that God has your back. He didn't bring you this far to leave you. He didn't bring you this far to leave you. There's going to be people in this world that are going to try to keep you stuck. Keep you stuck in that same old negative energy. They don't want to see you achieve in life. They don't want to see nothing good come to you. Those types of people, you have to remove yourself. That's the only way you can break curses. You have to remove yourself from negative energy. Move yourself away from the surroundings. They say people, places, and things. You have to get away from people, places, and things. When I was stuck into my addiction, it was always the same thing. I'm just gonna have me one little drink of alcohol, or I'm gonna have me one little line of Coke, and you get this phone call. It's always a person. You get this phone call like, what you doing? You know, I got some good shit for you to try, and this shit's gonna blow your brains out. Literally, it does. And you find yourself still stuck in that old, dragged down ass lifestyle. And if you're just stuck in that rut, please take heed. Listen to me now. Even the younger generations, it's not worth it. They're mixing, you know, all of these drug dealers, they're mixing that fentanyl in the drugs. And I'm not saying one drug is better than the next drug. Honey, I can tell you some shit. Back in you guys, I'm going to give away my age. Back in the hippie days in the 70s and stuff like that, I would, I'd take all types of drugs, acid and hallucinogenics. things of that nature, shrooms, drink alcohol as much as I could fill up the Pacific Ocean until I was just inebriated or what. However, you guys leave me a comment on how to say the correct word. But I would just really be just out of my damn mind, crazy. And I tell you that lifestyle brought a lot of pain and a lot of suffering towards myself and towards my family and my parents. I just always think back to the days that I was so rebellious and so ugly on the outside and on the inside, so I just wish that my parents was here now. And then I know they're looking down from heaven and they're saying, you know what, TT, Lady T, because that's what my dad used to always call me, Lady T. And or the lady, he used to call me the lady because I was just so different from everyone. But I miss my parents so much, especially times like this. I just want them to know that I'm clean, I'm sober. I've been clean since 2010, and it's 2022 now. So yeah. And my mom died. I got clean just right after my mom died of pancreatic cancer. And then my dad followed a year later. Can you imagine that? A year later, he followed and he joined my mom in heaven. And I'd give anything to just have one whole full day just to say, look at me, mama, look at me, papa. I am so different now. I'm your beautiful eldest daughter that you always knew that I would be. Because my parents used to always say, what are you doing with yourself? Why do you do all that you do? You're so gifted. You're so talented. You're so beautiful, but yet you choose to run amongst the wicked people of the world, of the universe. Why are you with these people? They mean you no good. Why do you do that to yourself? You don't have to buy friendship. You don't have to do what you're doing. Finish school, which I did go to school. I finished nursing school. I dropped out of high school at the 10th grade. I had 2 more years to go. And I said, screw this crap. I don't want to do this anymore. This ain't nothing. I ain't getting no money. I want some money. That's of the world. That's the worldly shit. And I said, I'm going to use my beauty. Well, I was way beautiful, way then when I was young and tender. I said, I'm going to use my beautifulness to get what I want in this world. And I did. And honey, that is not nothing. I ran around with men that I didn't even know, that I could have been killed so many times. But God seen fit to save an old wretch like me. My mom was a praying woman. She always prayed, and she said, you know what, I'm just praying for you, girl, because you're out there doing the most, and God knows what you're doing and who you're doing it with. So, and I would tell her, oh yeah, just being that old rusty rag and filthy rag. I didn't listen to mama then, and she used to tell me, baby, you're gonna see about it. You're gonna reap what you sow. All this shit you're doing to me, one of these days when you have kids, the shit's gonna hit you straight and slap you straight in your face, and you're gonna know the shit you took me through. And I'd be damned if she didn't tell it like it is. So I just thank her for all of that. And in the way in the back of my head, I was listening to her, but at the time, I wanted to do what I wanted to do, and that's all that mattered at the time. And you see where it got me along the way. It got me in jail, it got me in prison. I even went to prison. I didn't stay long. I didn't do any long years, but trying to sling dope like I was a dope dealer. Are you serious? I didn't know a damn thing about selling drugs. So I was out there selling drugs and hot mess. That's all I gotta say. Didn't know, was coming up across face to face with the biggest dope dealers you could ever think about. And I acted the part, and I act like I dressed the part. I had the big, I always had the bling bling, baby. I had the big diamond rings on and the long leather coats and the fancy hats, and you wouldn't even believe that was me. But it was me. My name, Lady T, was really out there in the streets, and people knew it too. And I even had the cars to prove it, big Cadillacs and everything. You guys, my parents would just shake their heads, and they were like, "Your ass is gonna end up in the prisons, and then you're gonna know it." And I was popped, and I did go to prison for, I don't know, 3 or 4 months, and got out because I didn't have a record. So I got out, went on probation and parole or whatever the crap is that they have you go through, do your classes, get yourself straight, which I didn't really get myself straight because I was still crazy, still out there just doing the most. And I was like, oh yeah, I can do this with my eyes closed, standing on my head, but that's just a fart in the wind, that's a fart in the wind. And I always knew that one day that I would get my life together, just didn't know when I would get it together. So it always takes a traumatic incident to happen in your life, something tragic to happen before. And then sometimes with some people out there, they never ever come out of it. They never ever come out of it. I was with some ladies of the night, and one of the ladies of the night went to ministry school, and that was always her calling. She knew she was a minister. She knew she had a calling to